Alright, hello guys. Welcome back to the shit show. Oh my goodness, what a flippin' week it's been. Holy moly, I barely know where to start, so we are just going to get into this crash course of an episode today. So, if I'm all over the place, bear with me. We do have a different setup. The lighting was a bit too advanced for me in the other spot. So this is location number 2. Welcome. This is my humble abode. We've got Miss Gigi girl behind us taking a nap, and we've got the stuffies keeping us company. So if anyone comes for me, leave me alone. And if you don't have stuffed animals, you're a psychopath. I don't make the rules. Anyway, all right. So what the hell is going on? Oh my Lanta. Okay, so let's start with work. This past week, like I said in the last episode, typically July is about of a dead spell for the spa right now. Nothing much going on. Had some great clients, met some sweet girls, popped some pimples. That's just about that. Nothing too wacky or out of the ordinary, honestly. So we're just gonna breeze past that one. Actually, no. We're gonna go back. So with this week at work, I had 8 clients. 8 clients in 4 days. Okay. Like I said, it's on the slow side. And two of those clients were no-shows. So we only had 6 people total, and who knows if I'm even gonna get commission from those no-shows, because apparently there's a whole bunch of scammers out in the world. We know there's bad people in the world, but it sucks when they affect our day-to-day lives. So if you're thinking of doing a bad thing, don't. All right. Anyway, getting into it. So this past weekend, it's currently Saturday. Like I said, these videos are going to come up on Sunday. I'm going to do my best to get this out Sunday morning for y'all to bed rot in with. But if I don't, please don't yell at me. We're still learning. Like I said, this is Paige in progress. We are progressing forward. So what did I do? I had work. Last day of work was Wednesday. Thursday was a live after 5. So in Georgia, or specifically in Roswell, Georgia, there is this community event that goes on the 3rd Thursday of each month, and it's called a live after 5. So what they'll do is they'll shut down the street, like the downtown, historic downtown area, for about probably a block or 2, and they shut down the street. If you've ever been to 6th Street in Austin, it's kind of like that. So there's vendors, there's drink specials, there's food specials, there's live music, and it's just a sea of people. And if you're from Georgia, you know majority of the people in the sea. So it's fun. You get to run into some people you don't see all the time. You get to see some familiar faces. You get to see hellos. But for me, this Alive After 5 was definitely a learning lesson. It kind of just showed me when one door closes, a window opens. So we are taking this past one with a grain of salt. But yeah, so it was a great time. I got to see my bestie girl, Ruby. We had a little shindig at her apartment, and then we hit the town. And, sometimes you just gotta make the best of what you got. Anyway, but yeah, this weekend it was just, sometimes it's just too much. One thing about Alive After 5, though, with it being a sea of people, is it is always my opportunity to kind of just take my funky outfits out for a spin, or if I got a new top or anything like that, I'll test the waters with it, And one thing I'll also do is I'm a 5'10" girly, okay? There's nothing pocket size about me. So I'll go and wear my little kitten heels, or I'll wear my platforms and things like that, because one, you gotta see above the crowd. I'm not getting stuck with the minnows. I'm up. I'm looking. Because also, if a man comes up to me and I have my platforms on and he's taller than me, oh my gosh, marry me right then and there, because I'm not looking down, okay? I'm either looking straight or I'm not looking down for a kiss, okay? Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get into that another time. Essentially, with this episode, I'm wanting to bring in more of skincare, like science and what it really is, and like starting to kind of break down what each product on the shelves does for your skin specifically. So today on this episode, we're going to be talking about sunscreen, because in my opinion, that is the most important step in your beauty routine, in your skincare routine, in your makeup routine, in your day-to-day routine. You should always have a sunscreen on any time of the year, any day of the year, okay? I believe it's one of the best anti-aging remedies, especially if you are proactive about it. Anti-aging is about being proactive. It's not about rewinding what's already there. So with that in mind, we are going to start reading from my fabulous skincare book. We are going to be using Milady Standard Aesthetics as our resource today, and we're just going to hop right into it. Alrighty, so beep bop boop. Let's start with some sunscreen. I don't even know where I want to start. Let's start with what the heck is sunscreen, huh? How about them apples? Oh my Lanta, if I could find the page. All right, well, according to the glossary, SPF, or sun protection factor, is the abbreviation that indicates the ability of a product to delay sun-induced erythema, redness, the visible sign of sun damage, and the SPF rating is based only on UVB protection, not UVA exposure. We're gonna get into all that fun stuff and break down what UVA, UVB is, and what harms it can do to us, okay? So class, if you would please turn to page 246 in your books. Here we go. Alrighty, now follow along, please. If I sound like I'm popcorn reading, no, I'm not. All right, we're gonna do this paragraph by paragraph, and then I'm gonna break it down as best I can, and I hope everyone follows along. So, sun protection factors and products, or sunscreens. By damaging the skin's cellular DNA, excessive UV exposure causes signs of premature aging in the skin and produces genetic mutations that can lead to skin cancer. Both the U.S. Department of Health and Human Resources and the World Health Organization have identified UV as a proven human carcinogen, okay? The role of sun protection product is to absorb, scatter, or reflect damaging UV rays before they have a chance to interact with the skin. Sun protection products may be used as the last step as a facial treatment and are essential for daily home care all year long, okay? The benefits of sun protection is it protects you from UV radiation exposure, skin cancer, premature aging, and skin damage, all right? UV, ultraviolet radiation, ultraviolet rays. Think about that. You wouldn't put a baby in front of a freaking radiator, or no, radiators make heat. You wouldn't put a baby in the sun like that. So why are you putting your baby skin in the sun like that? Okay, everyone in Georgia loves to be golden and tan and delicious, and I may look golden, tan, and delicious as well, but I use self-tan or instant tan, okay? There's a huge difference. This does not harm you in the least. It reacts with your natural keratin in your skin to produce a darker effect, as in sun-kissed. I'm not actually going in the sun because I do burn like a lobster. All right, sun protection factor or SPF rating. A sun protection factor rating is a measure of time determining how long a sunscreen product will protect you from UVB rays, the chief cause of sunburn. The individual SPF rating number on the product is used to calculate the length of time. For example, if somebody normally burns after 20 minutes in the sun with no protection, an SPF 30 sunscreen multiplies that 20 minutes by 30, which is the SPF rating, which is equal to 600 minutes of protection, assuming it is applied correctly. It is still necessary, however, to reapply sunscreen much more frequently, especially if there is direct exposure to UV rays for a long period of time. So the only way you're actually going to get this 600 minutes of protection is if you're putting on a thick layer, if you're using the correct kind of sunscreen, and if you are reapplying, okay? You're only going to get that 600 minutes of protection if you're not sweating, you're not wiping your face, you're not touching your face, you're not running around, you're not going in the pool or in the water, anything like that. So if you, again, think about it like makeup. You don't touch your face when you have a full face of makeup, so you don't want to touch your face when you have a full face of sunscreen on, because it's going to wear down the protection, okay? As far as the actual amount of UV rays being blocked, it's estimated that SPF 15 sunscreen approximately blocks 93% of UVB radiation, while SPF 30 blocks 97%, and SPF 50 blocks about 98% UVB rays. Products with even higher SPF ratings provide a very minimal additional coverage, and the most often contain high amounts of added chemical sunscreen ingredients. So you do not need to get an SPF 80, an SPF 70, an SPF 100. It's going to protect you the same amount as an SPF 50 would, and if anything, it's just going to add excess chemicals onto your skin. So it can cause irritation or breakouts as well. So keep that in mind. And it is typically those spray sunscreens that you see that are going to be the SPF 100, the SPF la 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 billion gajillion la. It's also important to remember that SPF rating does not apply to UVA rays, which penetrate the skin more deeply than UVB rays do. UVA rays have been known to play a major part in skin aging and wrinkling, or photoaging. UVA exposure also contributes and may even initiate the development of skin cancers. Always use and recommend, if you're an esthetician, recommend a broad spectrum sun protection products to protect against both UVA and UVB rays. The biggest misconception regarding sunscreen protection is that it's needed only for sunny summer days. We are constantly being exposed to UV rays, and they are just as strong when passing through clouds at any time of the year. Again, they are also just as strong as passing through an office window, your car window, your house, your living room windows, anything like that, okay? Even if you're not stepping outside, if you do not live in a cave, which I highly doubt any of you actually do, you need sunscreen, okay? And they make really cute ones. They make really fun ones. We're gonna get into that in a sec. The types of sun protection products. This is exactly where we're going to. Basic sunscreens, creams, lotions, oils, and sprays provide the specified UV protection and are applied as the final step in any skincare regime. Combination day cream or lotion or sun protection, very popular and easy to use in multi-purpose products. They provide the benefit of a day cream or lotion with a built-in sun protection in one easy step. I personally just take my sunscreen and mix it with my face lotion or my moisturizer. So you can also just do that. They may also include other performance ingredients such as antioxidants and botanicals. Products may be oil-free or rich in consistency, and they are also formulated for all skin types. Again, if you are looking for like a specific day cream, day moisturizer with an SPF, you just want to make sure it's got that 30, 40, 50 SPF factor in there for you. A tinted sunscreen or moisturizer can take a combination of sun protection product one step further by also providing sheer to light makeup foundation coverage to even out the skin tone. Healthy minerals are often used to give the product a natural tint or shade. So I actually love those types of sunscreens. Ilia, I-L-I-A, they make a beautiful skin tint sunscreen. I believe it's called the Super Serum Skin Tint Sunscreen SPF 40. It is the broadest range that I've ever seen for complexion colors and everything like that. Absolutely love. It does kind of smell weird, but it uses high quality ingredients, lasts a long time, and is great for daily wear. I personally have not noticed any congestion or any breakouts with that type of sunscreen that I have been personally using. So if you're worried about using sunscreen because you think it's going to block your pores, you think it's going to cause more acne, anything like that, I promise you, I'll give you some, tips and tricks in here as well, but it's not going to. It's not your sunscreen, and if it is your sunscreen, then we need to switch it out. It's either old or it has just some not great ingredients in it. All right, and last but not least is BB creams. BB creams are multitasking products for daytime use that include a day cream, sunscreen, makeup foundation coverage, age prevention, and corrective ingredients all in one step, and can be found for all skin types. Typically with BB creams, yes, you will find them with SPF, but I personally would put another sunscreen on over that or under it. I would use probably the BB cream as a foundation for more of a light everyday look rather than as my sunscreen itself. Again, those are just from the brands that I have personally used and I have personally seen, like Maybelline's BB cream. Love, but I'm not going to use it for daily use. Alrighty. What else do we have? Oh, here we go. So, self-tanning products. Let's talk about this for a second. Self-tanning products include sprays, creams, lotions, and pre-moistened wipes to provide the appearance of a suntan. Most are formulated with DHA, an ingredient that reacts with the keratin proteins on the surface of the skin to turn them darker. These products do not have sunscreen protection unless specifically indicated on the product's label, although many consumers think they do. Looking like you have a suntan does not mean the skin is protected from sunburns or photo aging, wrinkling. Therefore, it is still necessary to use sunscreen as well. Could not have said it better myself. Could not have said it better myself. I don't think I've ever found a self-tan that has SPF in it, but again, like I'm saying, the proper way to use SPF is to reapply it. So there's no way I'm reapplying a tan every single day for the sun protection factor of it. No. Hang on, gotta take a little sip of my Coke. Okay. So, beep bop boop. Where is our next page to? Y'all, I could be in the opera. Someone needs to take my ass to karaoke. That's what they need to do. is a really big book, guys. Also, my hands are really clammy and sweaty. Here we go. All right. And last but not least, these are going to be the two different types of sunscreens. So like I was saying, you typically will see like spray sunscreens with an SPF 50, an SPF 70, 80, 90, 100, and then you'll see the like cream lotions or the cream lotion sunscreens that typically only stop around SPF 50, maybe SPF 60, but typically the highest, most effective level of sun protection factor or SPF you'll ever need is 50. Keep that in mind. Anything else you're buying over 50, there's no point. You're just adding extra chemicals onto your skin at that point, okay? Now, let me get into why it's gonna be extra chemicals. So, okay, sunscreen ingredients can help prevent ultraviolet radiation, or UV, from harming the skin. Both UVA and UVB rays damage the skin and increase the risk of skin cancer. In addition to causing cancer, excessive unprotected sun exposure also leads to premature aging, including wrinkles, sagging, leathery texture, and hyperpigmentation. Nobody wants that. I mean, you might want some hyperpigmentation, as in like some freckles, but eventually it's just gonna turn into melasma or melanoma, which is skin cancer, which you don't want. I don't think anybody wants that. Okay, so there are two different types of sunscreens. The different ingredients are going to be chemical sunscreens and mineral sunscreens, okay? I will always, till the death of me, recommend mineral sunscreens, and that is it. Oh, pardon me. I will only recommend mineral sunscreens till I die, okay? And here's why. Chemical sunscreen ingredients are organic or carbon-based compounds that work by absorbing UVA rays into the skin, changing them to heat, then releasing them from the skin. Caution should be used, as chemical sunscreen ingredients may cause irritation as well as an increase in existing brown spots, discoloration, and cell damage due to the higher internal skin temperature. They also vary in protection from specific UV rays as well. Some protect only from UVB rays, which is the chief cause of sunburn, okay? And do not provide protection from UVA rays, which is the one that can cause skin cancer and all that jazz. Like I said before, UVA exposure also contributes and may initiate the development of skin cancers, while UVB is the chief cause of sunburn itself, okay? Typically when you see a chemical sunscreen, it's gonna be in the spray bottles. It is also the main sunscreen they put in BB creams or cheaper over-the-counter sunscreens. So those are going to be those $5 words that you will never be able to pronounce. I'm going to see if I can put a picture of them right here. If I can't, here's me butchering them. Butyl methyloxyl methane. If it's ending in methane, don't put it on your skin. Benzophenone, that's another one. And they all typically have to be put together to be able to work. Octyl methoxynate, octyl salicylate, and homosalate. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this, but those ones right there, you don't want that. All right, now to my favorite one, physical sunscreen. Physical sunscreen ingredients, also called mineral sunscreens, are inorganic without carbon mineral compounds that physically reflect or scatter ultraviolet radiation. They naturally provide broad spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays. These are typically the preferred sunscreen ingredients for sensitive or reactive skin. Also, as inflamed conditions such as acne and rosacea. Like I'm saying, your sunscreen should not be breaking you out. And the only two ingredients found in physical or mineral sunscreens are going to be zinc, which is on the periodic table, and titanium dioxide, which is the sunscreen that reflects the UV radiation. So yeah, honestly, some good stuff in here. But now let's look up some chemical and physical sunscreens for y'all. All right, y'all, so for some mineral sunscreen recommendations, again, I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but when it comes to skincare, typically the higher the product, the higher the price on the product, the more concentrated it's going to be. So typically it is only going to be probably 1.7 to about 3 fluid ounces of product, and it's going to range anywhere from about $30 to around $50. I believe the sunscreen I have, it's from Ilia. It's the Super Serum Skin Tint Sunscreen. Yeah, Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. I absolutely love it. It is about $50 for the full size. I want to say this one is, how big is it? It's 1 fluid ounce. Okay, yeah. But it has so many awards on it. It is absolutely wonderful, and the shade range is crazy. So wait, oh my god, wait, what's 4 times 6? 24. There are 30 different shades to match your complexion, okay? I've never seen a sunscreen like that before. So this would be my first pick, the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. It's going to be mineral sunscreen. It has a light to, like, sheer to light coverage, and it's buildable. Doesn't peel, it's not greasy, it's very mattifying, so it matches to your skin. And a little bit goes a very long way. I've had my sunscreen now for 2 months, and we're still going strong. I'm pretty sure I have a little bit less than half now. But like I said, I use it every single day. It has that kind of like tint to it as well, so it's a perfect base for me for a daily makeup look. And then all I have to do is put my concealer on, a little bit of bronzer to bring some color back, and some blush, and I'm out the door. That's just me personally. If you're not a big makeup girly, this is great as well, because if you're going on runs, if you're going outside and it's hot, it's gonna help cover up any redness that can come in from heat. It's also great for the winter time because it kind of just blends everything together, makes you look a little bit more awake, refreshed, everything like that. Some other brands that are lovely as well are going to be Color Science. They have a Sun Forgettable Total Protection. They also have tinted sunscreens as well. Elta MD is a fan favorite. This one's gonna run you about $23, so it's a little bit more on the affordable side. And then there's also a brand that I absolutely love to rave about. Good Molecules is my favorite skincare brand if you have no idea where to start. You can find them at Ulta. You can also get them on Amazon or directly from goodmolecules.com. I love this brand. I cannot say how many great things there are about this brand. They are transparent, they are eco-friendly, they are They break everything down for you. They show you every single thing that's in the product by percentage of ingredients. And if they ever have to take a product off the shelf, redo the ingredients or kind of create it, they tell you exactly why, what they did, and what version it is. I love this brand. I cannot tell you enough great things about them. I actually have not used their sunscreen before, but it's $12, girls. I don't think Good Molecules has anything over $20 on their, like, out of their products. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely beginner friendly. I love it. Of course, I'll link all of these below for y'all. They're also available at Target, I believe in the Ulta section. Merit Beauty also has a great tinted mineral sunscreen. That's going to be about $40. I personally am not a big fan of the Supergoop sunscreen. I know that's a huge brand nowadays and super popular. Again, you just need to look on the back of the box. I know packaging and, you know, the hype around products can be super cool and you want it just because it's great and all the beauty gurus use it and everything. Not everybody has the same skin. So not everything that Bella Hadid uses or Tana or anyone like that uses is going to be the same for you. Sometimes it is an effort with trial and error. Sometimes it is going to break you out, unfortunately. Sometimes it's just your skin getting used to it. It's your skin detoxing itself. So everyone's going to be different. Definitely go see an esthetician in your area. Go talk to them. You can always book a consult. There should not be a charge for a consult. It's about 15-minute time. Go in with your main, top 5 questions. See if they can help you out and get a facial while you're at it. Okay? But yeah, so those are going to be my main top brands. I'll link them in the description for y'all. But honestly, that's about all the yapping I've got. So I'm gonna head out, but essentially wear your sunscreen, okay? Nobody wants you to look like a dried up old lizard when you're 30, okay? And if you are 30, wear your sunscreen. It is anti-aging. It will work. But yeah, I'm gonna go put my laundry away. One new obsession I have of the week is this show called Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Legacy. It's on HBO Max. It is, I think, 2 seasons long. The episodes are a little bit on the longer side. I think they're about 58 minutes, an hour 10 minutes. It's so good though. The camera angles, the way they like have all of the actors and everything. Oh, it's so good. Obviously it's over dramatized because it's a TV show, but there is a documentary about the rise of the Lakers as well on Netflix. Let's look it up. Lakers documentary. Yeah, so the one, is it on Hulu? Yeah, okay, so it's on Hulu. It's called Legacy, the true story of the LA Lakers. It's a 10-part series, but it is so good. I'm not even a basketball girl like that. I'm not even from LA. I don't even go to basketball games. But the lore is so deep and wild. Everyone go watch it. It's my new obsession of the week. So I'm gonna go be putting that on. But everyone stay safe. Have a great weekend. I hope this brings you a little bit more knowledge. And if not, I hope it was a little bit entertaining. Yeah, I'll, of course, like I said, gonna link everything below. I'm gonna put my socials down below as well. Go ahead and give me a little like and a comment. Give me a comment if you are wearing sunscreen and what sunscreen you are wearing. I'm curious to know because I love to try different brands. Love to try all new fun stuff. But yeah, thank you again for your time as always. Love y'all. Stay safe. Wear your SPF. All right. I love you. Goodbye.